Up to this point, which is February 2026, I've simplified a very shocking statement into saying that I've discovered the cure for mental health. And what it is specifically is the Vedas, which is what yoga is built on, as well as Buddhism, even though Buddhism says the Vedas is not the way. But understanding what the word Veda is very important. Veda, the word, means knowledge. And in Buddhism, while Buddha said the Vedas is not the way, it's about understanding what those words mean, as well as what other people's words mean, and do we understand entirely? So up to this point, I've said that understanding the Vedas, Brahma Vidya specifically, which is the art of looking in the mirror, this is cognitive behavioral therapy on steroids. And in developing a way to teach, which is the basis of cognitive behavioral therapy, to help somebody identify a belief and work them through a process to get to a higher cognition, to realize what they know does not reflect the truth of what they used to believe. Now this works. This is the formula, I think, for enlightenment, and we can have it in moments of clarity here and there. Or we can strive to know right now, no matter what. And this is a choice. And in order for someone to be able to choose differently, we have to realize that there is a lot of choices that we're making compulsively. And to be aware, we have to employ some different things that we've never used before. And one of these things is meditation. And meditation starts opening us up to the realm of Carl Jung. He's a famous psychologist that really, I think, I don't know him very well, but what I do know is that I think he basically was a hippie. I don't mean that in a derogatory way. I mean in a very different way for many psychologists. And he basically was able to show the West some Eastern concepts. So Butterfly is kind of Carl Jung too. It's very client-centered, and it helps you understand culture. Not just your culture, but our culture. Many different cultures at one time, and you end up seeing a similarity. Now, the other thing that Butterfly is that I realize is it's biofeedback as well. And the biofeedback is two ways that you can gain this experience to have biofeedback freely. One is for you to fill out A1 on Butterfly 369, or take the 30-day check when you come across that. That's a little Google questionnaire that every 30 days you can go and check in. And this is going to get your heart rate. In time, after let's say 9 weeks, you'll see. Or you won't. So it really depends on our effort if we're doing the meditations and doing the work. But if you're doing it, I think you're going to see that it's tracking something. And this is what we consider biofeedback, some sort of evidence, some sort of markers, physical indications of progress. So that's one. The other is because we have technology, and I don't know how to do it on an Android phone, but on an iPhone, you can go in the settings, scroll down, and find screensaver. Then when you push on screensaver, you're gonna see the time and the minutes on average. But what you wanna do is you wanna see that first option, which is see all apps and website activity. If you click on that, now this has things broken down. And I would say the time that you spend on YouTube, as well as the iGen app, which is Butterfly, you'll be able to see how many hours that you're putting into yourself. And Butterfly 369 is Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla said, if you know 369, you'll know the universe. And I saw studying 3 times a day, 6 days a week for 9 weeks as a measurable intervention. Not only that, 369 hours is the exact hours if somebody was to commit 24 hours a day for 15 days. Now, I don't think the average person could do that, but I made the first 2 weeks, which is 15 days. It's only about an hour of study a day. But for whatever reason, I thought that was kind of cool. And then the last thing I realized is 369 hours is working 40 hours a week for 9 weeks. So I'm hoping this is the abstract part and you can get some biofeedback on your journey. And while you may not believe it right now, in about a month from now, you may have data, you may have experiences, and you may have a couple realizations. And remember, a realization simply means you're just starting to see something that's always been right there. And please remember this. This is the most important thing. In my app, you're gonna find the Google document but or fly effect. I'm trying to capture butterfly experiences, realizations. I know it's going to be difficult to put it in words. It's difficult for us to explain this verbally to anybody. But if you're brave enough and you want to jot down the realization that you had, please remember the but or fly effect. We're trying to capture these realizations. Good luck on your journey. Aloha.